Well, here I am in Bookham. I didn't make it to Yass before needing a poo, so I stopped at Bookham, which is about 25 km short of Yass, to do a poo. So the poo's been completed. Now off to Yass.
Concern that we have known that in the aftermath of a natural disaster where people have left their homes, their business and their employment, it takes some time for people to re-engage the physical economy.
Take the next right onto Conroy Street, then turn right onto Hume Highway.
Unemployed, and our concern is that in many of these...
Turn right onto Hume Highway M31.
So there is affected by drought. We're going to see large numbers of people having to rely on this as their only source of income. And you can imagine if you have lost your home, if you lost everything, and then
continue on M31 for 33 kilometres.
It's going to be extremely difficult to get back on your feet. That's what we're saying, that we need to increase these payments just to help people put food on the table. The council's got this one to stay the day, concerned about many people who may be self-employed and find that they are without paper, either because of privacy of seen or the effects of the coronavirus and they're having to self-quarantine. Many people who have to rely on these as their only source of income, and it's simply not enough to help people get through tough times. So that's why it needs to increase as soon as possible.
Charmaine Crowe, thank you so much for standing with this morning.
Thank you.
That's Senior Advisor of Social Security at the Australian Council of Social Service, Charmaine Crowe. It's news time here on ABC News Radio. Laura Chinkin with you.
This is ABC News Radio.
A collapse in the price of oil has seen the worst day for the Australian share market since the global financial crisis, with at least $83 billion wiped off the value in the first hour of trade. Sue Lanham reports.
The ASX 200 index has lost 5.2% or 325 points to 5,886, with oil stocks plunging. That's after Saudi Arabia slashed its official selling price and announced plans to raise production. The All Ordinaries Index is down 5.2% to 5,959. Oil surge is the biggest loser in the ASX 200. The share market has lost 12% of its value for the year, with losses of around $330 billion since the ASX 200 reached its peak last month. The Australian dollar is weaker at 66.2 US cents.
6 more cases of coronavirus have been reported in New South Wales. The latest patients include 3 high school students. St Patrick's Marist College at Dundas was notified this morning that a boy and a girl in Year 10 have been confirmed as being infected with COVID-19. Greg Whitby from the Catholic Education Diocese of Parramatta says the school will remain open to supervise students for the rest of today, but it will be closed tomorrow.
We faced the situation that, of course, when I just found out this morning that we couldn't close the school because we had students who may or may not have access to childcare. We have some whose parents can't make it, obviously have work commitments available, so we provide a supervision for those students.
And in the past half hour, it's been revealed a Year 7 student at Willoughby Girls High School is also confirmed to have the virus. In Tasmania, new details have emerged about a man who tested positive for the virus and ignored advice to self-isolate. He went to work at a Hobart hotel while waiting for his test results, as Lucy McDonald reports.
We know the man had come from Nepal. He also had stopovers in Singapore and Sydney before arriving in Hobart on February 26th. He arrived and he had sort of like cold-like symptoms, were obviously quite mild. He then Hotel, which is a very prominent hotel on Hobart's waterfront. He worked in their restaurant and also attended his vocational college. About a week later, his symptoms worsened and he contacted the Royal Hobart Hospital and he was asked to come in for testing. They told him, you need to self-isolate in this time while you're waiting for results. He continued to go on to Cargo Restaurant and Obar. Cargo is actually also a nightclub, so we went out nightclubbing.
A Tasmanian expert, meanwhile, on infectious disease says it's still debatable how widely coronavirus will spread within the state. Epidemiology assessments suggested up to 30% of the population may be affected by the Easter and school holiday period. Head of infectious diseases at the Launceston General Hospital, Dr. Katie Flanagan, says the figures out of Wuhan, China, show that only about 0.1% of people have been infected with the province.
If that was the case, then we might only expect 0.1% of our population in Tasmania to get infected, but of course we don't know, and we're having to look at the worst case scenarios, and that's why the modellers have been looking at up to 25 or 30%, just so that we know what the demand might be on the hospital.
There are now 2 confirmed coronavirus cases in Tasmania. WA health authorities will start testing all travellers showing flu-like symptoms after the state reported its 4th case of coronavirus. Helen Court has the details.
A woman in her 70s who arrived in WA last week and visited Cuba and London before testing positive to the coronavirus. She was tested by her GP on Friday with a positive result confirmed late Saturday night. The health department is now tracking down anyone who sat close to her after she attended a WA Symphony Orchestra performance that evening. The Chief Health Officer, Andrew Robinson, is strongly urging people to avoid public places if they're showing symptoms.
Particularly just come back from overseas to stay home, get in contact with your GP and then get tested.
He says the government can issue public health orders if people do not comply with quarantine measures.
One of the organisations funding research into a vaccine against COVID-19 has written to the Australian government asking it to help fund its work. The Coalition for Epidemic Preparedness Innovations relies on funding from governments and the private sector, which it then uses to support medical research around the world. Jane Holton is the chair of the organisation and a former secretary of the Federal Health Department. She says countries like Australia should do their bit to support the global fight.
Well, we haven't nominated them out. What we're hoping is that wealthy countries would do the right thing and make a contribution. The UK government has just announced £20 million that they're providing in the short term, and obviously we're working with others.
The federal government's been assured by big food manufacturing businesses they have sufficient stockpiles in their warehouses. Panic buying has hit many supermarkets across Australia, and Industry Minister Karen Andrews is urging people to keep calm and shop sensibly. She says she's spoken to a number of large companies.
They're telling me that they've got in excess of 4 weeks in inventory. They are ramping up their manufacture now, so that will increase what their stock levels are.
Overseas now, the 2 leading US Democrats competing to take on President Donald Trump in November's election have each received high-profile endorsements. Civil rights leader Jesse Jackson has endorsed Senator Bernie Sanders, saying his progressive policies give black Americans the best chance to catch up. Meanwhile, Senator Kamala Harris, once herself a Democratic hopeful, has come out in support of Joe Biden, saying he is a leader who can unify Americans.
I believe in Joe. I really believe in him, and I have known him for a long time. One of the things that we need right now, we need a leader who really does care about the people and who can therefore unify the people. And I believe Joe can do that.
The family of an American man found dead in Sydney more than 30 years ago has matched a $1 million reward for information about his death. 27-year-old Scott Johnson's body was found at the base of a cliff near Manly in 1988. The third inquest into his death found Mr. Johnson fell after actual or threatened violence by people who believed he was gay. Mr. Johnson's brother Steve has put up a personal reward, saying it could make a difference.
Bullying and gay hate crimes continue in our communities, so I'm back here in Sydney to support the efforts of the detectives to find Scott's killers. With a reward of up to $2 million on the table, I'm hoping that more people in the community come forward with information and that Scott finally gets justice.
Taking a look at the finance news, and as we mentioned at the top of the bulletin, the Australian share market has plunged in trade this morning. The ASX 200 down almost 5.5% at 5,875. The All Ords down 5.5% at 5,938. In Tokyo, the Nikkei has also opened almost 5% lower. It's down 4.6% in very early trade at 19,796. While the Australian dollar is lower at 60.82 cents. Take the latest sports news with Dave Lawrence.
Thanks very much, Laura. The Australian women's cricket team has won its fifth T20 World Cup in front of a record 86,000 fans at the MCG in Melbourne. They beat India handsomely last night, decided by 85 runs. Alastair Nicholson was lucky man. He was there to see it.
Lisa Healy with 75 off 39 and Beth Moody 78 not out of 54 laid the platform for Australia's massive total of 4 for 184, one that India never looked like chasing down. Megan Shute picked up 4 for 18 and Jess Jonathan 3 for 20. Elisa Healy, player of the match. Beth Moody, though, player of the series. The match played in front of a record crowd for women's cricket, 86,174. Australia winners by 85 runs. Alistair Nicholson, ABC News.
And you can bet that quite a few of the 86,000 fans who were on hand at the G last night are gathering in Melbourne's Federation Square because the Triumphant team is about to celebrate their achievement. They're gathering in Federation Square in about 20 minutes' time. The event will be attended by the entire Australian squad and Cricket Australia's Chief Executive Kevin Roberts. There will be an autograph signing session between 12:50 and 1:20, and the players will also speak to the media, so we'll bring you some of that throughout the afternoon here on News Radio. In the NBL, the Bryce Carlton-inspired Perth Wildcats lineup have gone runner in the best-of-5 grand final series against the Sydney Kings. Carlton scored a game-high 32 points in the Wildcats' 88-86 victory. He says it was a collective effort for his team to get the result on opposition opponent. Well, I am proud of that, and there's no reason to be better than even if we went on down in the third quarter. We reminded each other we don't have to play against them, so we got the guys, we got the guys, but we are what it takes for a little bit. And as the league's MVP just said, game 2 will be held in Perth on Friday night, then come back to Sydney. A very tight turnaround for game 3 on Sunday. And in the NRL, Manly captain Daly Cherry-Evans says matching their opposition in defence will be the key to getting a round 1 victory. The Seagulls start their 2020 campaign against the Melbourne Storm at Brookvale Oval this Sunday afternoon. Now, matches between these two rivals are usually low-scoring, ultra-physical contests. Cherry-Evans says he and his teammates need to get pressure up even when they don't have possession of the ball.
Melbourne Storm are on our defensive side. Obviously a lot of attacking ability as well, but certainly a team that hangs their hat on the defence, so we'd love to be able to match them in that department this weekend.
Moving to the AFL now, and GWS forward Jeremy Cameron is sweating on the match review officer's verdict after he collided with Richmond's Kane Lambert in the Giants' 14-point pre-season win yesterday. Lambert was left unconscious after Cameron made contact with the head of the Tigers midfielder near the boundary line. The incident took the gloss off the win, which saw the Giants atone to a very small degree for last year's grand final drubbing. In other matches, St Kilda claimed its second pre-season victory with an 11-point result against Collingwood, and Brisbane thrashed Carlton by 45 points. After an injury-plagued 2019, Dan Hanbury had 18 touches for the Saints, a very good sign for them. And their coach Brett Ratten is looking forward to what the former Swan can do for the club this year.
He's a good experience, and he's a quality player, and he can play multiple positions and gives good leadership. So his voice and direction on the field is really important for us. And I thought today, he did a fair bit and just kept winning his game, which is good.
As for the AFLW, Fremantle, Melbourne and Collingwood have all claimed victories in round 5. The Dockers remain the only unbeaten team in the competition after beating Brisbane by 18 points to 11. Collingwood is 4th, Collingwood is 5th. Just remember that it's only the top 3 teams in each competition go through the playoffs. They recorded their 3rd win in 2020 yesterday, and that was a 32-point hammering of the Western Bulldogs. Melbourne is behind the Dockers in the sunny corner, with 9 point pressure against West Coast Eagles. Demons forwards their 3rd win in the first game for the Clemson kick across from Adelaide, and she moved the goal after a final side with a very satisfying goal. She says that even though they were winning at this stage, she was determined to finish the game
screening clinics today after hearing about what we had advised you about.
Time for lunch at Yass.
We cannot operate.
Continue for 1.5 kilometres.
We cannot and we will not make exceptions based on the type of business being operated or the specific location. We all need to be very clear here that we are facing exceptional circumstances. Our focus is currently early identification, contact tracing, and containing the spread of this disease in order to protect the public and healthcare workers. We cannot take any chances, and public health is our absolute focus. I can also advise you that since we've had the 4 clinics open a few days ago, we've opened 4 screening clinics.
In 600 metres, keep right to stay on Yass Valley Way.
I can advise you that we've had 100 presentations at the Alfred, 80 at the Eastern, Mrs. Box Hill Hospital, 70 at the Royal Melbourne Hospital.
Keep right to stay on Yass Valley Way.
Just in terms of advice to our healthcare workers, my department has reiterated through advice it's sent on Saturday.
In 200 metres, at the roundabout, take the third exit and stay on Yass Valley Way.
Primary health network support on total GPs to advise them that if you work in a health service
Take the next
or
left.
in the aged care sector or are in a GP clinic, it is absolutely imperative that if you are unwell
In 600 metres, at the roundabout, take the second exit onto Yass Valley Way.
Work until you have been cleared. We are working very closely with the Commonwealth to take steps to increase testing capacity in Victoria. It has been my
In
absolute
500 metres, at the roundabout, take the second exit onto Yass Valley Way.
Prioritised for testing, and we expect capacity will increase.
In 500 metres, at the roundabout, take the second exit onto Yass Valley Way.
Discussions with our central reference laboratory to look at what additional capacity they can take on board. Victoria has also been advocating very closely and working very closely with the Commonwealth around a range of issues, including ensuring the national PPE stockpile is provided to our primary care workers, and welcome the announcement made by Minister Hunt yesterday in terms of securing additional PPE equipment. And we look forward to making sure we can work with them to streamline its distribution, as well as looking forward to potential announcements from the Commonwealth around MBS items for more flexible models of care for doctors, including through telehealth. So this is an important global health issue, and I hope everyone can come together